Reading the Bible with Loke. Second Kings 9. 30th, whatever. I don't know how this chapter verse stuff works. Second 9, ninth verse, 30th chapter, or is it the other way? Here we go. So when Jehu came to Jezreel, Jezebel heard about it, and she painted her eyes and adorned her head and looked down from the upper window. Okay, so yeah, I had already read this part, and I looked up adorn, and it's to make the pieces around you more attractive. Basically, what I took from it is that she was working her game. What she was working with what she had, whether it was, you know what I'm saying, the C or the B cups. She had them, you know what I'm saying, hoisted up. This is she's running game. They run game in the Bible. You can go back and read about Ruth and Naomi running game. They know the game, and it's and not even that. Just knowing just knowing how a man work. You ain't gotta be game. Just knowing how a man work. Once he running game. But she showed him the game anyway. Game. All right. And Jehu entered at the gate. She said, "Is it well?" You know how they talk back then, man. Some kind of. Is it well, Zimri, your master's murderer? Then Jehu raised his face toward the window and said, "Who is on my side? Who?" And two or three officials looked down at him. And he said, "Throw her down." So they threw her down. Come on, man. It's a Bible is true. Ain't nobody else getting this. The Bible is true. And he said, "Throw her down." So they threw her down, and some of her blood splattered on the wall and on the horses, and he trampled her underfoot. Well, she was trying to look pretty. Said something sharp. Old buddy had her threw down. Huh. No game. Yeah, no game. All right. When he came in, he ate, he drank, and said, "See now to this cursed woman, and bury her, for she is a king's daughter." They went to bury her, but they found nothing left of her except the skull and the feet and the palms of her hands. So they returned and told Jehu. Then he said, "This is the word of the Lord, which he spoke through his servant Elijah the Tishbite, saying, In the property of Jezreel, the dogs shall eat the flesh of Jezebel." So they don't know how he spoke. "The corpse will be like dung on the surface of the field in the property of Jezreel." So they cannot say. Yeah, you know, okay. Ahab had 70 sons. Do I need to elaborate on that at all? Because you see what they were doing back then, right? You know, they were getting in. 70 sons. Ahab had 70 sons and grandsons. All right, that makes more sense. 70. Okay, and grandsons. Yo, I wonder how many like grandkids Nick Cannon gonna have by the time he done. What y'all? Yeah. All right, Ahab had 70 sons and grandsons in Samaria. So Jehu wrote letters and sent them to Samaria to the rulers of Jezreel, to the elders and to the guardians of the children of Ahab, saying, "Now, as soon as this letter comes to you, since your master's sons, male descendants, are with you, as well as your chariots and horses, and a fortified city and weapons, Select the best and most capable of your master's sons and set him on his father's throne, and fight for your master's royal house. But they were extremely afraid and was like, look, the two kings didn't stand before Jehu. How we going, you know? And the one who was in charge of the household and the one who was the overseer of the city, the elders and the guardians of the children, sent word to Jehu, saying, we are your servants, and we will do whatever you tell us. But we will not make any man king. Do what is good in your eyes. So y'all just want to die? Gonna kill us? That we? All right, we're gonna move on. So he wrote a second letter. If you are with me and will obey me, take the heads of your master's sons and come to meet me at Jezreel tomorrow about this time. Now, the dead king's sons, 70 persons, okay, because it was 70, you said that earlier, 70. You had grandsons in parentheses, we're going to keep pushing. I feel like you can reread this thing like and get all kind of just knowledge. All right, here we go. Were the great men of the city who were rearing them, like over and over, like just over and over and over and over, and you just be like, wow, boom, I got that. Like, wow, now I got that. Bam, wow. Like I just feel that. Yo, all right, cool. Here we go. When the letter came, okay, 70, right? So I'm right back at the end of 6. Now the dead king's son, 70 persons were with the great men of the city who were rearing them. When the letter came to them, they took the king's sons and slaughtered them, 70 persons, and put their heads in baskets and sent them to Jehu at Jezreel. Wait a minute. He said, right, yeah, he said, come meet me. Y'all ain't following orders. Let's see what happened. Yeah, he said, come meet me about this time tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Let me make sure then. All right, let's see what happens next. When a messenger came and told him they had brought the heads of the king's sons, he said, put them in 2 heaps at the entrance of the city gate until tomorrow morning. The next morning he went out and stood and said to all the people, you are just and innocent. Behold, I conspired against Joram, my master, and killed him. But who killed all these? What? Know then without any doubt that there shall fall to the earth nothing of the word of the Lord, which the Lord spoke concerning that house of Ahab. Okay. For the Lord has done what he said through his servant Elijah. Okay. Well, we're pretty close. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I like where we're going. Just see where this thing pans out. Keep reading these stories. It's exciting, all right? At first it was kind of like what, but it's in there, man. There's a lot of what's on TV in here. So, all right, reading the Bible with Loke.